Hi there, my name is Mark Olson, and I'm currently an Apple Technical Consultant at Dustin. I'm also an Apple Professional Learning Specialist. Now, during Tech Week 2026, there will be a session on some of the new advances in the Apple School Business Manager API. And to prepare for this, I thought it might be interesting to take a look at how we access the Apple School Business Manager application programming interface. And for this, we will need to be in possession of something called an access token. And this really leads us into our first question, which is, what is an access token? Well, for now, you can think of it as a digital passport that is issued by Apple School Business Manager that will grant us access to its Resources API. In fact, this entire series is devoted to answering this essential question. How do we get an access token? How do we get that digital passport? And the answer lies in this image. Now, I know it's a little bit overwhelming, but I wanted you to see what it is we are going to be building over the course of these videos and answering that essential question. Now, to alleviate some of the anxiety, we're actually just going to break this up into a bunch of pieces and build it back step by step. And a plan to do this is done in the following 5 sessions. We're going to start off by conceptually understanding what an API is. And then in our second session, we're going to build on this and go from the creation of an Apple School Business Manager API account all the way through to answering the essential question of how to get an access token. Now, we are going to be encountered with some problems, some dependency issues. And the biggest is going to be, what is a public and private key? What does it mean to digitally sign a message? And how can we verify a digital signature? And for this, we are going to need some understanding of the elliptic curve digital signature algorithm protocol. And as that name suggests, we're going to need to know a little bit about the mathematics of elliptic curves. So in our third session, we will explore elliptic curve mathematics to the extent that we'll be able to gain an understanding of what a public and private key are and start to build a foundation to understand what it means to digitally sign something and verify that signature. In our fourth section, we're going to let the mathematics continue as we conceptually get an idea of what a hashing function is. And then I think we'll have enough understanding to move into our last session, where we're really going to focus on taking a look at the elliptic curve digital signature algorithm protocol, focusing on what it means to digitally sign a message and having that digital signature verified. And we're going to do so at a level of mathematics that only involves some high school algebra. And that should get us to answered the question we started off with: how do we get an access token? So let's get started in our first session, which is devoted to answering the question, what is an API? And I'll see you in the next video.